He's nice. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a good few weeks since my last video. We did Dublin HYROX, which was in November. But we are back. We have booked our next HYROX and it is not a doubles. It is a singles in Glasgow. Just under 10 weeks, like 10 weeks yesterday. Very, very nervous. Just reminds me that I have to book the flights today because the flights keep going up. It's in Glasgow, but we're going to fly to Edinburgh because it's a bit cheaper and then you can get the bus down. I have got a new coach. Really changing up my training with this coach because it's more specific for performance. I have always been with a coach from like a bodybuilding perspective, where it's like, you know, gym workouts. None of them have programmed any really runs. It was all my partner, where now everything is with this coach, which is so exciting. And he has his own place. It's very, very good for me to train with other people now who are specific for HYROX. So it is Monday the 6th of January. I am going to train today. So just an update, I was sick literally this time last week. I have never had the flu and oh my god, it floored me for days. Saturday was that last time I trained, and then I trained on Friday 3 days ago. I just did a light session, like I just did the session he set, but really pulled it back. And then I did the bike for 40 minutes on Saturday, and now today, yeah, I'm feeling like I could definitely train today. I feel like once this week goes through, because my period's finishing, we are going to be feeling a lot better going into later in the week, but I just know I'm gonna be fucking sore. He's basically pulled back my sessions this week, more of like weight training rather than like a lot of cardio. He gave me three workouts and a bike. But because it's a new week and we are in 2025, we have also got our prep meals back. Me and my partner get prep meals, lunch and dinner. So we got creamy Cajun chicken pasta. Can't wait to eat that. So we have had these for like nearly for over a year now. They're a lifesaver because like it's got 66 grams of protein in it. Try now to have more fruit. I don't have enough fruit and I know I don't. So I had a bit of banana, which is like the first time ever, on top of a bagel with peanut butter. It is now 7:10. They usually would have a client this early, but they've moved to later in the week, so I still got up, which is very hard for me to get up. I find it so difficult to get up and go train. I need to have a client booked in and then I train because it gets me to the gym, and it means then I can't leave until I've trained. So I go to the gym and we're going to do our first session of 2025, proper full body session, and I'll update you after. We have just trained. I just finished that session, full body. Gonna go to Tesco's now. Just feeling this vibe where just want this momentum to keep going. Like I actually did a bit of gratitude this morning and also wrote what my intentions were for a successful day today. Because recently, probably because I've been on my period, but coming into the new year, like I've been so negative and really down. So I'm trying to this year, making sure mentally I am feeling good. 2024 just really wasn't a good year mentally. We're gonna set some intentions to make sure we are keeping with a good day. Monday, we can always reset. So that was all upper today. That was actually really good. It was a mix of push and pull and core at the end. So we're going to go to Tesco's. I need to run back home to grab something and then I will go to Tesco's and you'll see. It's 11:30 and I'm going to have another bagel with peanut butter, the other half of the banana, so that I've split that just to keep me over till lunchtime. So it is 4 o'clock and I have done like a bit of work on my laptop. I had a consult call which she signed up, which is great. Waiting to do my class this evening, so I do my 6:30 LBT class, legs, bumps and tums, doing that 6:30, and then I'm gonna do my goal setting workshop with all my clients. Yeah, feeling good from training. Not feeling too wrecked from being sick still, but yeah, just a bit of a productive Monday. Hello guys, happy Tuesday. We are just home from work. It is coming near 11:30. I was up from 5ish, in work for 6. Did my small group with my other gym that I work for, so that is 6 to 10:30, and took 3 classes. But today's a rest day because I'm still kind of taking it easy from being sick, and I actually don't feel too sore. I thought I would feel really sore from yesterday because I hadn't trained in like over a week. So tomorrow I'm definitely going to train, and I'm definitely going to train on Friday. Yeah, I'm feeling okay today. Just a bit weird, or I'm not really that achy. I'm just home now and I'm just going to do a bit of work at 5 to 8 tonight, and then I will be home. I am really trying to have more fruit. I brought a banana with me, but I still haven't had it, so I'm going to try and eat it now before I have my lunch to keep me going, and then I have to really push that. did legs today, mostly legs. Back's feeling a wee teeny bit sore, but it's like the middle of my back. It's not like my lower back. Oh, but I can feel it. It is fucking freezing. Today it was -2 when I came in the car earlier. I just took a client and now I just trained and now I'm gonna go home. We have had a bagel you seen this morning, peanut butter and banana. We are trying to go for that. I might go home and have another one to pass me over for lunch. Strength obviously has went down. Didn't feel too bad, but I did pull back the weight, to be fair. I haven't even ran like in a while as well. Haven't done the ski or the rower in a while. Like I need to get back at it. But we're just got one more workout and one bike left. Next week it's just like back to normal with my training. Just feeling a bit meh because of feeling like having to pull back with training, but gonna go home and do some check-ins with my clients, and I've got my class tonight.
I think, you know, I've said this before.
Hello guys, so it is Thursday. I forgot to film because I'm not used to filming again for YouTube, but today has been a rest day. But I'm on the bike just now because it's 3:52. I'm working in my other gym that I coach at 4 to 7. So we've got 3 classes to take today. Me and Scott just had a business meeting today, and it was actually really good because we were just able to talk about things that I didn't think we would have had much to talk about, so we did. Yeah, just no one-to-one clients today, just working in here. Happy Friday. Look at how many layers I have got on today. So we've got a body warmer, then we've got a hoodie, and then we've got our t-shirt. And usually if I have like a gym top on, I would have that underneath as well. We are freezing today. I also have this coat goes down to like 3/4 of my body. My leggings on, my sweats, socks, and then I've got my Ugg boots, like fake Ugg boots, because who wants to afford £200 Ugg boots? This weather is ridiculous. Like I was driving home last night and it was like -3. I have trained. I've also took 2 clients today and I just worked an hour in the gym. So it is 12 o'clock and I did my last deloaded session of the week and just feeling so weak. Like I'm dreading going back to normal training because I just think I'm gonna be just so weak. But we can't have that mentality. We just did the workout. We did it all. But I'm gonna go for lunch now. Going out with Scott, my partner, and his 2 clients. They're like our friends. Only half a banana because I thought that was enough for the bagel. Guys, happy Saturday. You see me get ready and I just took 2 clients in the gym today, like together for their HYROX in 2 weeks. They're doing Manchester HYROX, so I'm just taking them for a couple sessions just to get them a bit more familiar with the station, just to push them a wee bit. I've just done 40 minutes on the bike. We are still on this deload week, which I'm feeling a lot better from last week anyway, which is good. I'm just so nervous to get back into cardio. So I'm doing a class tomorrow. Don't know what it's going to be like with my coach. You've made such a mess. Just more blade.
Use a big football spoon, that's why.
Pew 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 pew. How much does Scott's hat look like? A wee kid's hat? Nice.
I think it looks cool, to be fair.
Toast and eggs just after class I've just done. Hello guys, Happy Sunday. Hope you are good. I just had something to eat there. I just needed to eat something after. I told you I was doing a class with my coach, and it was a 2-hour class, and it basically was like plyometrics, technical kind of work, speed work to help you with running. And then at the end, oh my God, I couldn't finish it. Like, I was the only person in the class that couldn't finish it. So it involved a 50-meter run, 2 lengths of the sled. Bear in mind, the sled was like, I think 150 kilos, 50-meter run, 20 wall balls, and 100-meter sprint at the end. I haven't ran in 2 weeks, and I died. I couldn't even finish it. I got through the 50-meter run, did the 2 lengths of sled. Legs felt like jelly that I couldn't walk. And I was trying to run again. I was like trying to like tell my legs to move. I just had to stop because I was starting to, my head was starting to get dizzy, and I felt like if I pushed it, I probably would have fainted and been sick. We move in 2 weeks. We do that session every Sunday, every 2 weeks. So that's going to be where I'll retest and I'll finish it. I know I'll finish it because this week I've got running and I will get this back. It is 2:15. Just now got our prep meals from Reuben's. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to put these prep meals away. Basically, to quote the end of this week, feel with being sick, it's just like I felt a wee bit of a setback, but what happens when you pull back, you will spring forward. From tomorrow, it's like normal programming again. Like, I've been doing normal programming, but now this is going to be where I'm testing a bit more. I was meant to have these questions that answered on my anonymous Q&A. I should have done this the weekend, but the weekend took over and we are recording it now. Better now than ever. That's what it is. Okay, so the first question is, which is going to pop up here, so is it best to train on the road or on the treadmill? I think, in my opinion, is do a mix of both, because first block that I had for Malaga that I did in April, all my running was on the curve runner. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you are starting for HYROX, like, you know, if you want to go under stations and stuff like that. But whenever I did my Dublin training on HYROX doubles, I then changed a lot of my running to not being on the curve runner. Like, it was actually all outside, which is good because then I got to improve on my 10k. With my training now, I have outside and I have the curve runner as well because it's been icy. It's January. So the next question is how to get conditioning to keep up with your partner when running. So I'm assuming this person that's asked this is saying from a place that her partner is a bit more, she can go a bit further, she can go a bit faster, she's not getting fatigued as much. Just me replying back also to the group chat that I'm in, that I post these questions. If it's a male, they are genetically stronger and faster, so don't let that get you down, because my partner is a fast runner and he's very strong, obviously because he's a man, where I'm finding it difficult sometimes to not get my own head that I'm holding him back. Work out where you're fatiguing first. So is it the runs or certain stations? Are you training enough? Are you tracking your progress with weights or running, like tracking your runs to see if you're getting faster, if you're hitting certain paces? Are you using a structure where you're training or just winging it in each class? A lot of people who do HYROX do a lot of HYROX classes because yes, it's going to push you more, you're going to be learning the movements because the equipment's there, but at the same time, you know, if you're just going in and the class changes every single week, you're not tracking if you're improving or not, you're not going to really see where you need to add or take away. So the next question is, good morning, Kira. Good morning. I have a question on tapering for your first HYROX. For a first HYROX race, should I taper for 1 week or 2 weeks before the race? The race is the 1st of Feb. So first of all, if you're watching, good luck. All depends on what day your HYROX is. Say for example, your HYROX day is on the Saturday. I can't remember when the first is. I think it is a Saturday or Sunday. I would start tapering from really the Monday that week or really the previous weekend, depending on your volume with running. For me, I got up to like 17k 2 weeks before doubles, and then I tapered a bit to 12k, and then I tapered a bit more on the actual week. So I would look at tapering your running from maybe the week before. I would say from the Monday, reduce the intensity in your workouts. So I'm not saying don't train. Let's say you train normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then your HYROX is on the Saturday. I would maybe do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then take the Friday off completely, and then you're racing on the Saturday. Now on the Thursday, I would reduce your intensity a wee bit more, just so you got 1 to 2 days of being at a reduced intensity. By reducing your intensity, it can be by your weight that you're using, the pace that you're doing on your ergs, how many sets you're doing. 3 to 4 sets, you can reduce it to 2. You can take off an exercise. You want to go to feel good mentally, because if we take a full week off, you're going to think you're a step back when generally you wouldn't be, because you can't really improve too much in a week. It's just there for you to get that mental stimulation of training. So I have 2 questions that are saying here, like, I'm a beginner in strength training, how long would it take me to do my first HYROX realistically? Tips for beginners for their first HYROX. Give at least 16 weeks to help learn the movements, build up your training. If you're running 10k plus in less than 16 minutes, focus more on strength training. training, mixing your runs into your stations. If you can only run up to 5k or less, build up your running 10 to 12k I would say prior, and gym training alongside to learn the movements. You don't really want to be just hammering yourself for 16 weeks. You want to build this up so that you're building a base. So if your priority is more strength training, you want to get more of the compound movements in, some of the HYROX movements. If you are wanting to improve in your running, you want to run a bit more than your gym sessions, so maybe like 3 runs a week and 2 gym sessions, or 2 runs a week and 2 gym sessions. Add in a bit more finishers after your 6 weeks or so. You want to make sure you are getting stronger and tracking your progress. So a lot of people do not do this. So you know, for example, what your squat, your bench, your deadlift, your 2k ski, you just need to know which one you need to prioritize a bit more. If you've only been doing gym sessions like 2 or 3 times a week, keep to that, but change it to like 2 gym and 1 run. And then if you can, over the 6 weeks, I would ideally be doing at least 4 sessions if you can. Someone just asked how long is the distance on the sled push, and I said 4 lengths of 12.5. Is there any training you wish you would have done but didn't for HYROX? Said did but done. Here, I wish I did running outside more when I first started. I just did the curve runner and the odd park run, so this was my Malaga block. I didn't really know what pace I was doing, didn't really know what, like I tested my 5k and I get 23 minutes. Didn't do any races or anything. I wish I knew how I felt at certain paces to build me getting faster, which is what changed in my second doubles competition block. Adding runs outside, I was able to test how I felt when I was running, because when you're in HYROX, like going from a curve runner to then knowing how that feels like on your own, it's hard. Like always add on time on your pace that the curve runner is telling you, because I just think that they're not 100% accurate. Not that your phone or your watch is 100% accurate anyway, it's all going to be an average, but I don't feel like you can match how you actually feel in that pace. What happens if your partner starts with you and realizes they can't finish? Are you allowed to finish solo or do you have to stop with them? Is your time still recorded? Do you know how it works? So I don't actually know if this is 100% accurate what I'm going to say, but you can't start the next station without your partner. So if your partner stopped, you can't continue without them. I know that for a fact. It's a penalty if you start a station without them there, so I'm guessing that you can't really continue on. I'm not too sure what happens if you're with your time. Like, I'm pretty sure it would probably maybe stop at where you finished, because it's all chip time, so it'll know when you stopped. And then whenever you finish, you can look up your times on the HYROX website anyway, with results and ranking at the top. I'm not too sure if your time will definitely be recorded because you didn't finish, but I know you definitely couldn't continue solo. So the next question: tips if you don't have a ski erg to regularly train on. I wrote here, using other erg machines that are available. So there's the row machine, there's the assault bike, there's treadmill like curve runner. Getting lat movements involved in your strength training, so like your pull-ups, your lat pull down, getting strong on pulling down on the ski. Ideally it would be good to have this prior to the day so you can see how it feels and where to improve. You can build up your aerobic capacity through other ergs. Like, you don't have to be doing the ski, but it would ideally be good for you, because if you can see the pace that you're doing for certain distances, especially if you're doing a solo on your own, 1,000 meters is a long time, and if your technique isn't good, you won't be able to get faster really, because you don't want your body breaking down in a different way where you can get injured, or you just aren't using the right muscle groups. So I feel like HYROX competitions sell out fast near me. Is there a way to know when the registration opens beforehand? It is so difficult. Like, HYROX is so popular right now. If your gym that you train at or that you're doing classes with, unless they are an affiliated gym, meaning they pay HYROX to be connected to them, they will get first priority with tickets. So the best thing for you to do is make sure you're on, like, there's a HYROX community group I think I'm part of on Facebook. Download the ROX Tickets app. It's a new app they've used from people reselling tickets, asking on social media, being like, does anyone have a X amount of ticket? A lot of people with HYROX is that they pressured into buying because it sells out so fast, but then they end up selling because they get injured, they put high expectations on themselves in a short period of time. Them pages, it's HYROX UK, HYROX World, ROX Life. Follow them pages on Instagram. How do you recommend training for HYROX in a commercial gym? It would help having the equipment so you can keep improving and get used to it. There's a lot of people who haven't even done the sleds and they do their first HYROX and they're fine. And don't get me wrong, like, you can do movements that will just help you to be strong for the sleds, but at the end of the day, if you're doing your sled pull and you have no iota how to pull that properly, you are going to waste a lot of time. Because I remember the first time I was shown how to do a sled pull, that technique that I was doing, especially with that weight, my back was sore, so I changed my technique. I would say that I would really recommend being in a gym that has the sleds, but I know not all gyms have that and it's more money for you to pay. Focus on getting strong in your squats, your deadlifts, your bench, your push-ups, your pull-ups, your rows for your back, box jumps so you can get higher, overhead press, and then finishers are about using the treadmill into the stations you can do, using the ski, the rower, wall balls. Like most gyms, pure gyms have wall balls. They are affiliated, I think, with Black Box, I feel like, are in a lot of pure gyms at the moment. You can do burpees and you can do the assault bike. Usually they're in most gyms as well. So what's the best training plan when knees and back aren't great? Depends on how severe they are. Feeling mainly weak than sore, because when not great, like that can mean that, like I can squat but I don't feel like I can go quite heavy on it, can lunge, but I need to be careful when my knee hits the ground, so I can still lunge, but just being a bit more careful. You get in sharp pain constantly, and the first thing is, like, if you are getting sharp pain, you need to go get a physio and get that checked. On the day, the adrenaline's going to get you probably taking loads of pain relief to cover it, and it's just not going to take away the problem. And then you don't want to be in a position where you can't even finish your race if you're not 100% before you go. Rebecca Physio, she's great. Follow her on Instagram, and she's helped me with all my injuries to see what movements are causing the pain. Just ask what was your completion time and what was your average run time. So Malaga was an hour and 18, Dublin was an hour and 14, altogether it was 44 minutes. So we did like a 3:36, then we did 5:48, 5:49, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes, and the last one was 4, just because the first and the last were the shortest, and the 2 to 7 was a bit longer. So that is the questions that I've got through. I hope that was helpful. Basically, these questions were in a WhatsApp group that I have where I just give a free tip every week about HYROX, what people would want the tip on, like what station, or if it's on running. Basically what I did was I put in an anonymous Q&A link, and this is where I got all the questions. So I will try and do this every like 2 weeks or so. If you have any other questions, please put them down in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram at KirdyFit.